Hey everyone, this is Coloring Chemist. My name is Connie and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a flip of these new Korean coloring books that I received just because they are so beautiful. But I also wanted to show you before Christmas because this is some Christmas coloring. This is a coloring that I just recently did on the free Melpomeni Chatzipanagiotou page that I posted just a short video about a few days ago. And there should be a link in that video. I'll try and remember to link that video below. But there's a link given in the description of that video to get the free page for yourself. And I got it and I was so inspired, and I'll bring these back in a second. I just wanted to show you guys this picture. I was fairly proud of myself. I thought I did a good job. The background is gel crayons, just applied with one of those blending brushes. And I was inspired by some of the pictures we have taken over the years on our property here of kind of winter sunsets. They get kind of a peachy, golden, kind of blue look to them. And maybe I'll insert... maybe I'll wait till my December finish pages. This will show up again there. Insert some pictures of what I mean, but there's a very unique look to them that we kind of don't get other times of the year, but that's what I did for the background here. So the rest of the coloring is just Pitt pen, and then there's sparkle thrown in everywhere. I did the snowman. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or the lights will pick it up. The snowman is shaded a bit, but then also has some sparkle, and then there's some sparkle on the ornaments, the candle flames, a little bit of sparkle in the snow down at the bottom there, some sparkle on the stars, in the sky, and then just white gel pen for some of the snow. There's some sparkle on the birds from the smoke there. But yeah, I just wanted to show that before Christmas. And like I say, if anybody would like a tutorial, if I can replicate it. I did do this again on a different picture, which you'll see in my December finish pages, but to do that kind of sunset, I'll try and maybe get that done for you. Maybe not till the new year, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, back to the books. These will show up in my December haul. This is probably, well, no. I have a pre-order from Etsy for another Korean book, but I think that's going to be it for Etsy purchases for a while. Like I say with my haul series that I've been doing, I'm trying to take stock, and these I had ordered a while ago. I don't know, should I? No. But I did. And I have to say, of the coloring books that I purchased, these Korean books I think I would never regret. They're just so beautiful, and the paper's so lovely. And even if I never color in them, just looking at the images is just so beautiful. So these were from coolcraftbook, I think. And we'll do this one first. This is a big book. I don't know if I can fit it all on the screen here. It is just shy of 12 inches tall, so 30 centimeters, and 8.5 wide. So I think that's probably kind of more A4 sizing than the typical sort of 8.5 by 11 we'd get here in the States or Canada. All right, I'm refilming this flip through, so if there's a bit of break in the video there, that's why. Because I realized when I filmed it the first time, and I'm not sure if I can do this, I can't get my camera any higher. That's the problem. And on the first flip through, I had cut off the bottom of the images, so that's unfortunate. So I'm just going to show you. So this is a tall book. It is a fairly thick book. Let's see, kind of in comparison to my finger height, so I'm just shy maybe of an inch thick. There's the back of it. Again, quite beautiful. I love the color palette of this book. The colored images. So there's the cover, and it's every moment, every seasons, or every seasons, every moment. I'll make sure to link it below. But, and Rosa's coloring book, maybe? Zucchini Kitty, Karen, I don't know if you're watching this, but when I saw this book, it was you I thought of, because you'll see some of the colored images inside. I think they fit your color palette so well. So there's a flap on the inside cover of the front and back, and then we've got these lovely kind of yellow cream. My lighting's kind of washing it out. It's definitely a yellowy end paper. And then we've got, the pages are so, I mean, it's almost card. That's how thick they are. So there's the cover image again. Got the little girl on her bed. And as far as I can tell, it's a book of seasons, but it's kind of moments from a family living kind of as they go through the seasons. There seems to be a mom and a dad and then two little ones. So that's kind of fun. This looks like maybe the mom or the dad kind of working at their desk. I didn't translate. This might tell the story. I apologize. I should have translated, but there's the table of contents. So we've got spring, summer, fall, and winter, although there's a tiny typo there. It says fail instead of fall. Oops. Ah, well. It's such a beautiful book. We won't focus on that. So then, yeah, every season's every moment. So, or every season, every moment, pardon me. So we start with spring, and I will try not to cut off, and I'll try and move the book just to make sure I'm getting the whole image in this time. So I'll kind of slide it up here so you can see there's some little ones, looks like school uniforms maybe, springtime with all the cherry blossoms. And this book, I'm going to slide it down so you can see the top. I'm sorry, I should have a better camera set up, but the stand that I have for my camera just doesn't want to do what I want it to do. This reminds me very much of the Green Ivy Korean coloring books. So there was a nostalgia one and a seasons one, in that you've got, well, the same kind of beautiful, kind of muted color palette. But in those books, you had the colored image on the left and the uncolored image on the right. So it was fairly easy to copy. This one is a little tougher because you've got the colored image on one page and then the uncolored image on the next page. So if you wanted to copy, you'd probably have to take a picture maybe on your phone of this one and then color in the next page, but that's okay. So yeah, and then there's some space here. There's some lines for notes, maybe. I'm not really sure. If I'd done the translation, then I might have known. My apologies. This was actually the image, and I'm going to slide it down. So there's a fair amount of white space in a lot of the images. Some not, but you could, on the image where you color, fill that in. But I don't know. There's something I like about that. It really, to me, it sets off the image. So I'm going to slide this down so you can see the full image at the top. Karen, this one in particular just made me think of you. That color palette, I just thought. So if you don't have this book, then, and I'm sorry if there's a bit of a glare there too. Yeah, you can see it's very smooth paper, and the printed images have a bit of a sheen to them. And it's a very gloomy day outside here, so I'm trying to use some filming lights, but again, not cooperating. But yeah, so if you haven't got this book, Karen, it might be one you want to look into purchasing. I think you would do amazing things. So there's our uncolored image. The line work is quite light, so I don't think it would be, you know, kind of getting in your way, in someone's way if you were coloring. Some of the line work is not there. Like this balloon is transparent, it's see-through, and then it's just got little colored spots. And here we've got nothing. So you would have to put that in. And then there's other speckles on some balloons. That there. Oh no, line work for that one's there. It's like there's fabric, like a tulle fabric around the balloon, and that's drawn on. So yeah, some of them do, some of them don't. There's little lines on the pillows. A few of them are drawn on. The folds in her dress are drawn on, in her hair. There's a little one. I'll slide this up again. Again, lots of white space at the top. That's okay. Little one on her bike in the springtime, maybe going through some water, some puddles there. The other difference too between this and those Green Ivy books, the Green Ivy books have colored line work on the uncolored image. So like the little girl's pants are blue. So in the Green Ivy books, the line work on her pants would have a blue coloring to it. In these books, that doesn't happen. All the line work is the same color. It's not really a sepia, but it's not dark black either. It's almost like a dark gray line work. There's that one. Two girls in a swing. I will slide it down so you get the full image there. Yeah, it's right about there you get the full image, but just to show you there's some... Because the spacing of the image on the page changes, right? Sometimes you had, like the little girl with the balloons, you had a lot of white space at the bottom. And then other ones, you might have a lot of white space at the top, but I like that. And then you've got the uncolored image there. Quite a lot of the line work for the forsythia. I think those are forsythia flowers, branches. The line work's there, so that's nice. This one, the whole page there. So it's little photos, little snapshots of the two little ones in the family, I think. So there's an older one and a younger one. And there's snapshots hanging on strings with little clothespins. And then in the background, there's kind of, they call that bokeh, B-O-K-E-H. I think that's how you pronounce it. Effect, where you've got like the light, but it's blurred. And I don't think that, yeah, so that, the line work for the bokeh effect is not on the uncolored image, so you'd have to put that in yourself. But yeah, very muted color palette, which if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know I'm a very big fan of that vintage muted kind of look. There it looks like the dad coloring with the little one, and this is sweet. Give you a full sense of the full image there. The dad doesn't look like he's done any coloring or what have you. It looks like these are all pictures the little girl has done. And on the next page, you can see the images, the pages are all blank. So you could put in your own, but they're very, very much like images a little one would do. I have little nieces right now who are kind of at that stage too, where their drawings are, particularly the one little niece I have, she's at the stage where her drawings are of people. They're kind of like this one, where you've got just a body with arms and legs sticking out of the circle that's the body, and then the face is drawn right on the circle too, so there's not, the face and the head aren't separate. It's just all one. I love that stage. This one's, she's doing quite well. That's drawn better, far better than I could draw. And then you've got to color. Like I say, you'd have to put your own little kid images in there, which would be kind of fun. And here we've got, she's playing with her kitty. Her kitty's in a box. I'll just give you a little slide here so you get the full image. Just beautiful. The images are, I know I keep using that same adjective over and over, but I don't know what other adjective to use. Stunning, beautiful. The softness of the color palette and the watercolor effect. Because I think these originals are, did I mention that? I can't remember. Maybe I mentioned it the first time I filmed this. I think the originals are watercolors because it just has that kind of look. So this one does go right down to the bottom. So there's some toys and things. The dad is playing with there's the two little ones, and she's reading a book. The guy's resting on dad. Looks like some little apple slice snack there. thing. There you go. And you've got the uncolored image. And then we're on to summer. So there's the family, mom, dad, and the two little ones. It's hot, so they're having some watermelon. Got all the fronds of, I'm not sure what that is. I mean, it looks like an ivy, but not. It's hanging, actually it looks like willow leaves. That's what it looks like to me. Sort of the weeping willows kind of fronds hanging down. And then there's white space at the bottom. And then there's all the foliage, the leaves for the ivy or the willow is all drawn in, so that's cool. So there we go. The little one's asleep on a blanket, looks like outside in the shade. That's what I take this to be, is like the shadow of it's almost like a palm frond coming over top because it's all gray. So they're in the shade. Two little ones and the kitty sleeping in a basket, a blanket. Too hot to do anything else. So there's the bottom of the image. Then we've got another fainter shadow up top there. And I think the shadow line work, yep, is all on the image too. So that helps you to color. That's sweet. Little girl's playing her, could be a little boy with long hair too, but the ukulele for the little wee one in a bouncy kind of chair made out of, looks like bamboo maybe, or wicker. And then all of these, I think it's supposed to represent sort of the music coming from her ukulele, but it's just pretty colored baubles, and there's some leaves in here. Goes fairly close to the top there. We've got some white space on the bottom. Then all of those are drawn in, those little bits in the sky, so that's nice. And this one is, that's a beautiful house. Indoor scene here, so I'm just going to try and get rid of some glare. Looks like the mom and the dad maybe cooking, baking some bread or something, and then you've got, that's a gorgeous island that's huge. And then all the way up to the top. Beautiful skylight, kind of cathedral ceilings there almost. Kitchen, indoor brick fireplace there. And then this looks like an upper level, but it looks like there's a glass window, kind of separate, like a loft, but then it's got like a glass window, and the little ones are looking out there on the other side of the window. Lots of detail. If you like coloring interiors, that's a beautiful one. And then you've got the uncolored image there. This one I definitely identify with. When my daughter was little, I nursed her, so she wasn't bottle fed, and I don't know, it sounds terrible, but I struggled with, and I feel like that's what this mom, she kind of has that look in her face. I don't know, I guess she's kind of smiling and looking out the window, but to me it just brought me back to that time when I was nursing, and I felt very trapped. I know it sounds terrible, but I struggled with that, because of course if you're nursing, it's got to be you, right? Can't be Mr. Coloring Chemist. And when she was really tiny, yeah, I did. I struggled with that. I remember looking out the window and sort of, the world was happening outside, but I don't know. Looking back, I loved those moments. I did. What's the saying they say? The days are long, but the years are short. And I know when you're a young mom and you've got little ones, the days are so long. They are. But now, my daughter's in her 20s, looking back, the years, they're short. They go by quickly. And there's the uncolored image. the little girl with her dad sitting in an open window. We've got some books underneath, kind of the window seat. And this curtain is all like a patterned lace curtain, see-through, and then you can see the wall behind it. And here, I'll just show you the whole image there. On the uncolored image, all of that line work for the curtain is there. So, I mean, you could have the tiniest acrylic paint pen, or, you know what I would probably use? Where do I have it? I would probably use... Oh, that's not the white. That one. Because that's the white Pitt pen. And you've got that tiny fine tip. Now, to get it opaque, although, would you want it opaque? Lace curtains usually aren't, right? To get all that tiny detail work in there, I think, yeah, that's probably what I would use. And there's the uncolored image. Little one reading to her little sibling. It's a sweet image. Again, just to show you the whole thing. So there's a lot of, it's the background here looks like it's been painted. It's not just white, so it's kind of like a mottled kind of oatmeal look, and that's not replicated here. Did I mention the paper in here isn't white? It's the actual paper of the book. It's like an off-white. So, and there's your uncolored image. And then we're on to fall. This does say fall. It doesn't say fail. Just to get the whole thing here. So we've got beautiful fall trees there. It looks like maybe the dad and the little one having some snacks out of a cup. There is text on the other side. Maybe it's the title of the picture. I don't know. And then there's your uncolored image. So you've got a fairly goodly amount of line work detail in there to replicate that foliage. Again, because this is watercolor, you can really sort of just let it kind of be free. You know, you don't have to worry about drawing, which is something I struggle with, and I think I'm learning, but not having to draw every single leaf in there, right? You can, and I'm sure these pages would take watercolor. So there's that. Excuse me. The one holding the baby. A bottle there. And just some star, almost like star decorations hanging from a branch. And there's your uncolored. Having a bit of a nap. Almost looks like in a outdoor kind of porch area. That's what it looks like to me. Like a screen porch maybe. Those look like ginkgo trees outside. There's a mobile hanging here with planets. There's a cat. Looks like some sort of like a platform, kind of just a lounging bed. Sorry. There's the ginkgo. Through the window. There's your uncolored. The two little ones. These look like cosmos flowers, maybe? Kind of a whimsical image with the little ones and giant flowers. This is fall, so this is maybe like back to school. She's got her little backpack on. She's actually putting a mask on. Which is quite common, from what I understand, in the Asian countries. They've been sort of masking for a while. Get you the whole image there. This one is top to bottom. uncolored. Dad, the laptop, maybe trying to get some work done, but also entertain the kids. So little girl is coloring, it looks like. He's talking to the baby. Just the uncolored. That's beautiful. Turn it. So we've got just some very big fall leaves, the little ones playing. As far as I remember, yeah, no. So we've got sort of modeled texture and what have you on the leaves, and that's not on the line work. And there's also shadows underneath the leaves, you can see. And that's not on the line work either. So you'd have to put those in yourself. You could exercise in learning how to do shadows. And I don't mean shadows on another object, like actual shadows underneath that are on, well, I mean, they would be on the whatever this is, the tabletop that this is sitting on, but that would be interesting to do without having the line work there. Beautiful colors. Oh, sorry. This way. And then there's your uncolored page. And then we're on to winter. That's the cover image. So we've got little girl, I know, jumping on the bed. Looks like little snowball, maybe the snowball string lights, kind of on a branch on the headboard there. And there's, yeah, some white space at the top and bottom. There's the uncolored image. This one is beautiful, and to me this could be Christmassy, although it's not traditional Christmas colors. It's just a gorgeous muted vintage palette. So you've got, you know, sort of the baubles on the branch with some star ornaments, a girl and her cat, and this looks like the back side of the bouncy seat the baby was in. Very nice. And I think the line work, yeah, the line work for her sweater even is on there, so that's neat. The line work for the decorations. Not for that one. So there's some line work, detailed line work there, but that one you'd have to, and all the little speckles and stuff. Some of them are on that star, but not so much, yeah, not so much that one. This one is very much top to bottom. Looks like they're maybe getting out winter sweaters or blankets out of storage in the boxes. Helping in the box, but as helpful as the cat would probably be. But just a really cozy indoor scene. It's snowing outside. You can see the trees with the snow in front of it. All the way to the top there. And then, actually in the uncolored one, you've even got the snow drawn in for the outside. So that's kind of neat. Macrame on the wall there. All the line work for that's drawn in. They've included a fair amount of the line work. Some areas no, but again, this could be Christmassy, I think. So at the top there, there's a nutcracker and some stars. So these are like little Christmas baubles. But again, not that traditional, very bright, red and green Christmas. More vintage palette. And I don't know if this is a little doll she has. Mom, or if that's the baby. I don't know. Cat in a basket. uncolored. So this is very long, isn't it? There's maybe the mom reading a book there. You've got the two little ones up in the clouds. I just wanted to show you the details in this beautiful, beautiful book. Winter kind of day, maybe cooking. Looks like they're making breakfast, some fried eggs, milk. Got the baby in a baby carrier while she's cooking some oatmeal, maybe. Or actually, that's maybe the dad and that's the mom. I don't know. Snow on the window panes outside. Show me here. There we go. And there's the uncolored. Blanket fort. Playing with dinosaurs. So have we got the detail of the blanket? Oh, we do. So the line work for the detailing of the blanket is on the uncolored image. Nice. And this one is just the two little ones maybe looking at a tablet. The cat is helping, as always. And there's, excuse me, pictures in the background on the wall of animals in costumes, mostly. Not all, but got little mice and a frog, stork, kitty, mango, and then a beautiful floral picture. And then if I slide this, you can see the rest at the top. Got some fern fronds there. Looks like a little chickadee, maybe. And I think, yeah. So in the uncolored image, you've got the line work. Well, the ferns sort of. It's just, you'd have to fill out the frond parts. But the line work for the floral is in there. And I think that's it. And then we've got the same kind of yellowy cream papers at the back. Kind of flap. And that's that book. So I'll insert this into the original video just because, like I say, I was cutting everything off at the bottom, so I do apologize. Hopefully this should be better. Same from CoolCraftbook. This one's much smaller. This one surprised me. I actually thought it was going to be a larger book, but it's not. So it's just over 8 inches tall by just under 7 inches wide. What's that in centimeters? About 21 centimeters tall. Just over 17 centimeters wide. And this was Friends of the Forest, I think. And this one is, it's very cartoony. It's a thicker book too. Let's see, thickness. And I did break the spine on this one as well, just so the flip through would be easier. This one is stitch bound. The other one was stitch bound as well. Again, thick paper. Card, basically. There's a prologue there. I didn't translate any of this. You certainly could. And again, this is a seasonal book. So we've got spring, summer, autumn, winter. There's the main character. You could translate there if you wanted to. And here's the start. And even just these pages, they're just so beautiful to look at. So here we start with spring. So here we do have the colored image on the left and then the line work on the right. The line work is very sketchy and has, I don't know whether to call it grayscale. It's not really grayscale. It's like the texture that's on this side, like the texture for the wood, has been drawn in a very sketchy style. And the line work, if you can see that, it's not really crisp, but it's not really meant to be crisp, I don't think. so you can sort of better approximate if you're going to copy that, right? Because this is the line work here isn't very crisp either. So, guy reading a letter in bed. The owl postman has delivered. That's sweet. Going for a hike or walk with his teddy bear. Keep thinking I have more than one page, but I don't. Going visiting. There's a little squirrel or chipmunk family, I guess, that live in this this tree stump. Pretty sure it's Friends of the Forest. I think that's what it's called. Some spring images there, so you've got little small things to color if you wanted. This one is funny. I think they're waking up from hibernation. Maybe they look a little confused, a little confuzzled, as my daughter used to say when she was small. Even a little question mark on the frog. What is even going on? Koalas. So this image is larger than that one. So this is sort of framed, whereas this isn't. Going for a ride on a chick. They're just cute, you know, just cute, sweet images. A little phonograph music box, but with a little mouse orchestra. Dancing. Maybe the mouse orchestra is playing. It'd be fun to color though, wouldn't it? The lantern glow. Did I miss one? Oop. These are sheep singing him to sleep. I'm assuming. I don't know, he looks pretty wide-eyed. That's the cover image. So it says Badger Bakery. Having some tea, some baking. A little mushroom there in the back. Here's your image to color an elephant. There, the frog and the mole look far more awake now. Now we've got summer. I love these pages. Little guy swimming with his floaty duck and then some actual ducks. Something swimming under the water behind him. Doesn't look like a duck though. Maybe it's his teddy bear? Fishing. The teddy bear is facing away from us, sitting on a little rock, fishing back there. His hat is kind of hanging behind him, I think. This is a different, looks like an otter maybe? Yeah, I think an otter. Oh, bringing flowers to the little girl. Well, that's very sweet. This looks like a robin. He's got flowers behind his back. Some sort of conference with the bunnies. Not sure about what, but the teddy bear and the little boy are wearing bunny masks. This bunny looks skeptical. Sleeping on lily pads. These look like sloths, maybe? Having a swim, some hippopotamuses in the tub, and then he's got a little basket to this guy must have had, the teddy bear must have had like a little cupcake stand So he's pulling the cupcakes up into the... Well, it's important to have a snack while you're, you know, having a swim. Raining, sheltering under a toadstool. Frog doesn't care. Delivering some mail. I like the color palettes for these two. It's very muted like that. The color palettes in the other one, though, were just gorgeous. The teddy bear sitting in with some real bears. He's hiding, I guess, because the boy's looking and he's, you know, can't see me. Heading off to bed. Some little bears with candles on their heads. The guy has a lantern he's carrying. That's all for summer. So now we've got autumn. Gardening. Yeah, that's pretty. Raking up some leaves and then maybe having a cup of tea. They're done. Oh, the bear was sweeping up the leaves from the top of the rabbit's little tree stump home. There's the Badger Bakery. Some fresh bread. There's the elephant again. Looks like maybe there's some milk or something in the basket. Having a snack. Oh, they're bees with hats and spears, I guess, because they're stealing their honey, I guess. That's kind of funny. That bee looks really angry. That one doesn't. Sweet images. Black tea. It's a cat. And the teddy bear is sleeping on the tea bag under the tea. Looks like a deer sewing something. Don't know what. Old-fashioned sewing machine. Treadle. My grandmother had a treadle sewing machine. She used to give us heck for playing with the treadle because there's a mechanism underneath a wheel, right, that would turn really quickly, and if you got your fingers caught in there, that would be enough to break your fingers. Using his antler for storing spools of thread. There's the gardening scene, harvesting some carrots. Looks like cabbages or something in the background. Cooking over an open fire. Some soup maybe. That's adorable. Halloween image. They're ghosts. And then some... There's the little guy and his teddy bear with jack-o'-lanterns on their heads. Pumpkins. That's cute. I'm always a sucker for cute fall and Halloween images. Could be Halloween again. Some bats hanging upside down. Little guy and his teddy bear are also upside down. And then winter. Look at that. That's just so cute with the holly and then the snowmen, Christmas ornaments. There's a... Looks like a husky. Samoyed? No, Samoyed would be all white, I guess. Here's the image to color. Going sledging on the ice. Penguins. Looks like a race. So you're sitting on the sledge and you propel yourself with the two sticks across the ice. Bringing home the Christmas tree, maybe. Small, medium, large. That's cute. Squirrel in the tree. There's that kind of winter sunset, right? That I was trying to. I'll have to post some pictures on my winter or on my December finish pages just to show, but it's that peachy golden blue combination. Now they're all tucked up in an igloo that they've built, having some hot chocolate maybe. Some polar bears. Now the bears are hibernating, sleep. Cute Christmas scene. Looks like they're having some cupcakes for Christmas, and there's some Christmas trees. Looks like they're having some sort of sleep camp out, maybe inside a tree. With the, oh, he's with the squirrel. I get it, or the chipmunk. He's telling a story, maybe. Hard to say. A bit of winter going on outside. Just maybe that's the same sleepover, because there's maybe some hot cocoa and some acorns. They've had a snack. Now they're sleeping. And sleeping in his own bed. Just a cozy kind of winter scene. Maybe he wasn't feeling well. Maybe his friends have come to see him. Not sure. And that's it for images. And then it says mini poster. So it looks to me, I mean, there's a, just like there are on all of these images to color, it's like there's a line here. It's not perforated though, but I mean, you could cut it. You could cut these out and put them on your wall. So it's some of the images from the book larger, right? Because these were all smaller and kind of framed because then they had text around them. So these are full page images. So that was one of them, right? And that was one of them. Was one, the elephant, and that was one. So yeah, little mini posters that you could cut out and hang on your wall or frame, like I say. And then that one, the cover image. And then that's it. There's the back of the book. So yeah, just wanted to show you those little flip throughs of these books, and also I just was very happy with how that turned out, and I wanted to show it to you before Christmas. All right, thanks for sticking with, folks. I hope everyone is safe. I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is enjoying their coloring. And if you haven't grabbed this freebie from Melpomeni Chatzipanagiotou already, check the description down below, and I will post a link to the little video and probably also a link to just grab this directly. All right, until next time, bye.